City are after former Chelsea defender. Bellingham finally signs for Dortmund. The race for a spot in Europe heats up, and a transfer roundup all coming up today on the OneFootball Daily News. I'm your host Angelina Kelly. Let's get into it. First up, and it's Manchester City. Now, they are apparently shopping around for a brand new defender because, let's face it, they definitely need one. His name, Citys Ake. Now, he is at Bournemouth and he's contracted up until 2022. However, with the Cherries on the brink of relegation, it's looking likely that they're going to have to face facts and let go of one of their best assets. He's definitely going to be on the move. The 25-year-old is a great player. He did used to play for Chelsea, who are also apparently interested in signing him, but the talks with City are kind of just in the beginning stages. But if City manage to pull this off, I think it will be a great signing. I think that next season, it's all going to be about closing the gap with Liverpool. That is City's main focus. And I also think that they're going to want to create a bit of a gap between them and the other teams that are going to be challenging for top four, if not even top two, who knows? You know, teams like Chelsea that seem to be progressing and doing really well, they're going to want to separate themselves a bit. And I think the first thing that should be top of Pep Guardiola's priority list is a defender. Now, since Vincent Kompany's departure from Manchester City, they have been in desperate need of a centre-back. They didn't really replace him, they lost out on Harry Maguire, and now there are rumours about Koulibaly from Napoli. Could Ake be a bit of a cheaper option? Who knows? But one thing is for sure, that they definitely need to sort out their defence. Up front, Manchester City are phenomenal. They are so dangerous. I mean, you've got Sterling, you've got Foden, you've got De Bruyne, you've got Aguero, you've got Jesus. They are fantastic, and if they can sort out that defence, what a positive step that will be. Am I saying that Ake can replace, you know, a Kompany at the back giving direction? No, not at all, but I just think that a fresh face would be great. Like I say, he could be a cheaper option instead of Koulibaly. Could this be a kick up the backside for Koulibaly? Is it going to make him sit up and think, hang on, I want to sign for City? We'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure, if Pep is going to sign a defender, that's going to be a massive, massive plus for them. So next up, Jude Bellingham. Finally, the saga is over. Now, I love a good transfer rumour, I love a good saga, but this one was going on a little bit too long, and I'm just glad that this 17-year-old has got himself such a fantastic club. Yesterday it was announced that he is signing for Borussia Dortmund for around 25 million euros, I think, and what a step for this lad. Absolutely fantastic. You know, he went on social media saying that he was sad to leave Birmingham City and made a really nice post towards them, thanking them for everything that they've done. And I mean, he's had like at least, what, 40 appearances in the Championship with them. They've given him such an opportunity to demonstrate his talent. He's fantastic on the ball, physically, not even afraid to put a little tackle in, and I think mentally he has also shown how strong he is in the game. I think when footballers, especially young footballers, I mean, he's only 17, when young footballers make these moves to big names and big clubs, sometimes overseas, you do worry. Sometimes you think, you know, are they taking it for the money? What if things don't work out? What if he ends up being a flop? You know, as a young lad, how do they deal with that mentally? But then on the other side of it, what if it all works out and he's absolutely fantastic? He's another Jadon Sancho. That would be amazing to see. And it's going to be really exciting seeing how Bellingham does progress. I think also the fact that off the pitch, he's also so mentally strong. I personally am not as worried about him making this move to Germany. You know, he's doing his A-levels. He's even come out and said that, listen, I'm not sitting playing PlayStation. I want to do well. I want to make something of my career. And he seems so enthusiastic, and it's so lovely to see. You know, there were so many clubs after him, which speaks volumes for such a young player. I mean, United even dragged Sir Alex Ferguson out from under a rock and took him round Carrington in an attempt to get him, and that didn't work. And I think it's 1,000,000% the right decision. Dortmund is the perfect club for him. Dortmund are known as being this stepping stone club that develop young players and then sell them on for profit. It's a win-win for both of them, and I am so excited to see Jude Bellingham playing in the Bundesliga next season. Switching back over to the Premier League now, and Wolves had a great night on Monday as they beat Crystal Palace 2-0, meaning that they now go above Tottenham into 6th place. The European spots, it is really heating up, and I love the fact that the Premier League, especially in more recent years, it's not just about the top 4, it's about like the top 8 now almost. Wolves have actually got their best points tally this season, and the season's not even finished yet. And it's looking like they are going to get that sixth spot and be playing in the Europa League. And I think Wolves 100% deserve it. I mean, you go back, I think 360 days or something like that, to when they played their first game of this season in the Europa League qualifiers. They have had such a long season, and to stay so consistent, they are definitely, for me, going to get that 6th spot. When you look at the top 4, obviously we've got Liverpool and City. I think regarding that 3rd spot, it's got to be Chelsea's. I know that Wolves, to 100% secure their 6th place, they do have to beat Chelsea. Not too sure if that's going to happen, but I think Chelsea are pretty much secure in getting 3rd place. They do need to beat Liverpool or Wolves, like I say, but I think that with Liverpool's track record at the moment, Chelsea have got a good chance. Regarding 4th spot, it's going to be between Leicester and Manchester United. I think that it's going to come down to their game as they play each other on the final day of the season. Previously, with Leicester's poor form and United's good form, I would say it was pretty much United's, but with their recent performances, especially with De Gea and their defence, who knows with that one. I have a sneaky feeling that Leicester are going to be able to hang on to that 4th spot and Manchester United will get 5th. Regarding the other position, obviously it's looking like Spurs will get it, but if Arsenal manage to win that FA Cup, they could also end up getting a spot in Europe. It's all going on, it's crazy, but it's so, like I say, it's so exciting to see. And finally, we come to our transfer roundup. So first, Aubameyang and Arsenal. Arteta has come out and said that the conversations that they're having with their captain are very positive, moving in the right direction. So hopefully Arsenal may be able to secure Aubameyang. One story I've seen that really made me smile was that of Santi Cazorla. Now, he used to play for Arsenal and he had some horrific injuries. People didn't think he'd be able to play as well ever again. He made the move to Villarreal, 35 appearances at 35 years of age and 11 goals, and he has actually been named in Marca's La Liga team of the season. It's so lovely when you hear nice stories like this, that he's done so well. He's now going to make a move to Al Sadd and I'm sure he will be missed. Moving over to Serie A now, and Cristiano Ronaldo. Now, he has become the fastest player to score 50 goals in Serie A in this century with 61 appearances. That means that Ronaldo and Juventus are just a little bit closer to getting that Serie A title. And last but not least, speaking of Juventus, it's looking like they might be looking for a new manager to replace Sarri, with a certain former Spurs manager, Pochettino, apparently in talks with the club. So there you have it. That is everything for today's daily news. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and check out all the other content that we have got going on at OneFootball by clicking here or here. Don't forget the TFW that came out yesterday, where we talked about Manchester City, Napoli, Bayern Munich. Make sure you check it out if you did miss it. But yeah, that's everything. Thank you for watching and I will see you guys soon.